In addition to criticizing Amber Johnston for her seemingly incessant need to attempt to control everything, several fans of 7 Little Johnstons have criticized the TLC mom for what they believe to be her lurking online to reply to fan comments. What are viewers saying, then, regarding their perceptions of her lurking? Fans of 7 Little Johnstons have been criticizing Amber Johnston for years for her desire to have complete control over all matters pertaining to her family. Intervention in the lives of their adult children is a major part of Amber and Trent Johnston's well-documented strict parenting style. Over the years, fans of 7 Little Johnstons have witnessed Amber and Trent do a number of things with their kids that many viewers believe went too far. The ongoing family conflict with Anna Johnston is currently one of the most significant issues. Other instances, though, are when Trent and Amber searched Jonah's phone and discovered intimate texts between him and his girlfriend. Hi everybody, hope you are well. Please do subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. Fans of 7 Little Johnstons recently criticized Amber Johnston for what they perceive to be her prowling message boards and other online spaces in response to critical fan remarks on her and her family. The TLC program's viewers even went so far as to describe possible instances of this, given how much Amber enjoys being in charge and at the center of everything. Many 7 Little Johnstons fans believe that she creates accounts to reply to fan comments in an attempt to slant the story. One Reddit commenter recently stated, "Interesting. A few days ago, I posted something and got into a heated argument with someone who went by the pseudonym Th Amber Johnston. They eventually deleted their profile, but if it was really her, she said that everyone, including me, was too sensitive when discussing Anna's treatment. Before her profile was removed, they were arrogant in every comment they made on her posts, stating things like, 'Yet you still watch,' which made me wonder if it was Amber. Amber is really conceited. That is the thing about her that irritates me the most. Do you believe that Liz and Amber Johnston might be hiding on websites like Reddit in order to quarrel with viewers? Tell us in the comments section below. We have your 7 Little Johnstons recap below. Tonight on TLC, America's biggest known little family, 7 Little Johnstons, returns with a brand new Tuesday, January 14th, 2025 episode. According to the TLC summary, baby Layton's first Christmas is coming up, and the Johnstons are going all out to make it special in tonight's 7 Little Johnstons Season 15 Episode 2, A White-ish Christmas. Anna is thinking about going on a double date with her friend Autumn. Liz's birthday is celebrated with a parents' night out with Bryce. Trent and Amber talk about a strategy for his elderly parents. For our 7 Little Johnstons recap, be sure to bookmark this page and return between 9 and 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Check out all of our television recaps, spoilers, news, and more right here while you wait for the recap. The family is celebrating the holidays in tonight's episode of 7 Little Johnstons. That year, they were starting the season at Anna's place. That year was particularly challenging for Trent, but he and Emma went over to her house to decorate it beforehand. He had been experiencing vertigo for some time. Fixing the small things makes him feel lightheaded. He once became lightheaded while repairing the shower head, so he probably shouldn't have offered to light up the rooftop that year. For you, that's Trent only. He always challenges himself to provide his children the best. At times, the children themselves were unable to comprehend the reasons behind his behavior. Until Elizabeth became a mom herself, they believed he was overexerting himself. Elizabeth has just given birth. She had a 1-month-old baby. For a while, everything was good when she helped her kid establish a routine. Then everything was different. After a month, Layton refused to follow the program. She hardly ever lets her folks sleep. She reduced the amount of time she gave them from 2 hours to roughly half an hour. When Layton was around her parents, she was a cranky baby. She was a blessing to her grandparents as well. When Elizabeth left the house for the first time, Trent and Amber watched their grandchild. Elizabeth was born during the holiday season. It turns out that it's difficult to disconnect, so she went out with Bryce to spend a few hours alone after turning 22. In a matter of minutes, she missed her baby. She looked at her phone all the time. She was concerned about Layton's ability to eat on his own. She knew her parents had everything taken care of, which was the only reason she didn't phone home all the time. The infant coped well without them. She made an effort to smile at Trent. Amber discovered how to feed her without becoming exhausted. Her grandparents were accustomed to small people, and Layton was an average-sized baby. Even though Layton was only a month old, they thought they could manage him. She might be too long for them to carry when she is 6 months old, which would be the issue. Fortunately, that was an issue for another time. With the baby, Leighton's Lolly and Bappa were now fine. They gave her food. They laid her to rest. She wasn't overly fussy. In an hour, Elizabeth and Bryce returned. Elizabeth didn't even have any alcohol. After learning about the formula controversy, she felt a strong need to return home to her child immediately. Amber was feeding the infant when Trent smelled the formula. He found it so repulsive that it became a heated argument. Everything is put off by the formula's fragrance. It smelled like awful dog chow, Jonah thought. For the past month, the formula has been a noticeable odor in the house, which hasn't helped anyone. Anna was the only one who managed to avoid the stench. Anna had a home of her own. She was also re-entering the dating world. She and her closest buddy decided to go on a double date, but she hasn't found anyone since her agreement. Her friend is now attempting to arrange a blind date for her. While her parents were making some difficult choices, Anna was attempting to escape that situation. Trent's father was ill. He hasn't been feeling well for a while. In order to care for him, Trent would like to have his father live with them. And since they were short on space, he was unable to do it. 4 of their 5 children reside with them. Bryce and the new baby, too. There just wasn't enough space for Poppy. They were also unable to provide him with the complete care he requires. Trent made sure his father was getting care, even if it wasn't from him, even though he detested the fact that he couldn't do that for him. He was still there with his own kids, too. They were challenged to wrap a gift. Overall, Amber prevailed. Among the men, Bryce prevailed. It seems like he wraps with his own family. They have a family photo as well. Amber bought them identical jammies for Christmas. They managed to make Bryce's height surpassing all of them work, even though Leighton had one as well. The picture was excellent. Just in front of it, Leighton feces. She may have begun to rebel at a young age, and Anna encourages her to do so. Anna attempted to remove herself from the picture. "I left my pajamas at home," she said, which, since Amber had backups, didn't bother her in the least. Amber would not allow anyone to avoid the family portrait. And in tonight's last moments, Trent gave his family a white Christmas as a surprise. A machine was rented by him. It required a solution and gave the impression of snow. Since they reside in Georgia, they typically don't experience snow. Thus, the machine and artificial snow represented the closest thing they will ever have to actual snow. Leighton adored it. Her first Christmas was quite memorable. A recent relationship update from 7 Little Johnstons, star Anna Johnston, alarmed her devoted fan base. What information about Anna's relationship did she post online that has so many admirers concerned about her? Anna Johnston has been going through a lot, as fans of 7 Little Johnstons have witnessed over the past 4 months. The ongoing family battle between Anna and the other members of her TLC family, which has been unfolding online for the past few months, has caused her to cope with a lot of stress. Anna Johnston is frequently cited by many 7 Little Johnstons viewers as their favorite cast member overall. The huge majority of viewers support Anna Johnston, despite the fact that the rest of her family appears to be against her at the moment. Regarding Anna Johnston, her present connection with her fiancé is another aspect that fans of 7 Little Johnstons have been watching. When the two seemed to get into a furious quarrel on one of Anna's live streams and she abruptly ended it, fans became concerned. Many fans of 7 Little Johnstons at the time conjectured that her lover may abuse her. Some even went so far as to conjecture that her new partner might also abuse her dog. Therefore, based on what viewers have seen of the situation thus far, there are undoubtedly a few grounds to be concerned. On TikTok, Anna Johnston recently reposted something that her 7 Little Johnstons fans might find troubling. Someone said, "I want this relationship to work, but he's so mean when he's angry." And Anna reposted it. "It is really exhausting when he says things that no one should say to someone, especially when they are in a relationship. However, I have never loved somebody so deeply." Fans had a lot to say about Anna Johnston's strange dress hair. One fan wrote, "She's reposted a lot of questionable things. She deserves to be happy, poor child. No love is worth suffering," added a second commenter. "Be strong, get over it, and go on. We are available to you. Her self-worth is probably so low because of the way she was raised," added a third commenter. "One day, I hope, she will find something genuine." "That doesn't sound good," stated a fourth responder. "Unfortunately, she lacks a supportive, understanding family to turn to for guidance." How do you feel about Anna's most recent mysterious relationship update? Tell us in the comments section below. Let us know in the comments. And Stay tuned by subscribe to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you, bye guys.